Guys, we're going to part 2 of the weekly dicast haul. Like I said in part 1, really good haul, can't complain, some cool cars, and yeah, let's get to what I found this week. Starting with the new moving parts, the Nissan area. That's what it's called. Pretty cool car. Pretty cool Nissan. I like collecting these new cars when they come out. So I thought this was a really nice one. It has a moving part too, which is cool. Here it is. Pretty cool little Nissan. The hood opens up. It's pretty cool. Has an electric engine in there, which I'm not really a fan of electric cars, but still a pretty nice little model. That's pretty cool. So yeah, it's a nice little model, nice little moving part. Nissan electric vehicle. So yeah, that's a nice little casting ad. Next up, new Hot Wheels 5-pack, the Hot Wheels Let's Race series. A few cars I wanted from this 5-pack. I thought it'd be cool to add this to the collection. Ones I don't care for, like this Skull car. Don't really care for this one. Or this one with like the rocket in the back. Don't really care for that one. Next up is Chew Drift, I think that's called. Pretty cool little fantasy car. I like the way it looks. Rims are really nice on it. It's a pretty cool looking pickup. So yeah, that's a pretty nice little pickle truck. Thought it'd be cool to add to the collection. So that's pretty nice car. Next up is Rip Rod. It's a pretty cool Hot Wheels racing delivery. I love that front end. I like this fancy casting. Those rims are really cool. This looks like a pretty cool Baja kind of racing car. So I always like this casting. So yeah, it's a really cool car. So that's awesome. And last up, always when I get one of these, new treadmill. Love the treadmill. One of my favorite Hot Wheels made castings. So always a cool one to add to the collection. Classic casting. There's 2 engines right there. Rims are pretty good, and I love it in green. Green is always the best color for this casting. So that's really cool. Next up is some mainline Hot Wheels, starting with the L Segato Coupe. Pretty cool looking European classic racing car from back in the day. So it's cool to add this one. Love that racing delivery. Front end's really cool. No rear decals, so that's right. Still a pretty cool little car. Love the way it looks. Yeah, it's a really cool little casting, so nice little racing delivery on it. And yeah, this looks like a car you would see in Le Mans and stuff, so back in the 60s. So it's a pretty cool little racing car, so I'm glad I have that to the collection. Next up, some new casting from Hot Wheels, the Drift Brick. Pretty cool. It's like a wagon version of the Fast Fish, I think it's called. It's an older Hot Wheels casting. Pretty nice little casting. Like that front end. Rims are pretty cool. I like the wagon look to it. So yeah, this is a pretty neat little casting. Pretty cool. It doesn't roll the best. I think it's off one of the tires. Yeah, it's a little piece of metal on it, that's why. It's a pretty cool car though. Glad I add this to the collection. Don't know why that back wheel is not moving, but that's alright. Still pretty cool. So I'm glad I add this to the collection. So that's awesome. Next up is Nissan Patrol Custom. Cool casting from last year. Cool to have a new color variant of it. White rims aren't the best, but it's a cool little rescue truck. That Baja look to it. So that's always cool. It's a cool little beige Baja type of truck. So that's always awesome to find. Love the way it looks. It's a really cool little car. Or SUV. So that's awesome. Really cool to add this and find it and put it into collection. So that's really awesome. Next up is the Audi RS e-tron GT. Always cool to find a new Audi. This is really cool. I like this casting too. Pretty nice casting. Love the white rims with the white on it. Love that front end, even though it's like a hybrid. That has nice rear decals too, which is all you need. So this is a really cool little casting. Looks really good. So it's a nice one to add to the collection. So really glad to add this. Pretty cool car and a pretty cool little Audi. So yeah, I'm really glad to add that to the collection. Next up is the 70 Plymouth Barracuda. Always cool to have a new version of this. Love the way it looks. Those rims fit really well. Love that front end. That Chico hood right there. Just a cool little Plymouth. There's Plymouth on the rear there too. So yeah, it's a pretty cool little car. So I'm glad I added this to the collection. So yeah, that's a nice little Barracuda. Nice little Barracuda convertible, so that's really cool. Next up, a new casting, the Patron Sega. Pretty cool Malaysia made car. Would add this to the collection. Like the way it looks. Rims are pretty cool on it. Has front decals. Side decals are pretty cool. No rear, but that's alright. Still a pretty nice little car. So it looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's a nice little casting. Gotta add this to the collection. So yeah, that's a really cool little car. So yeah, that's a cool little Sega. It's cool to have a little car from Malaysia and the Hot Wheels now. So that's pretty cool. Next up is the McLaren Solus GT. Pretty cool racing McLaren track. Racing McLaren. I think it's a pretty cool little car. Front end's nice. I like those rims a lot. That big wing in the back is really cool. It's a pretty nice little McLaren. What's it called? McLaren Solus GT. So really cool. This also comes from Gran Turismo, which is really cool. That's what the prototype was from. So this is a really cool little car. Really cool backstory with McLaren. So yeah, that's an awesome new McLaren add to the collection. Next up, my last mainline is the 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser. Always a cool one to add to the collection. Really cool casting. Love those rims. Paint scheme's pretty cool. It has Hot Wheels up front. Love that front end. Just an awesome casting add to the collection. So pretty cool gasser. Can't go wrong with a 55 gasser with Hot Wheels. So awesome, I found this and added to the collection. And yeah, that's a really cool car. So I'm glad I found that one. Next up is last year's 55 anniversary series, starting with the 67 Chevy C10 pickup. Really cool casting. So awesome to add this version to my collection. Paint scheme's okay. Not a big fan of the gold inside, but not too bad. It's a really cool casting though. Love the way it looks. It's a really cool C10 pickup. Always cool to add one of these to the collection. So that's an awesome pickup truck. Nice little Chevy pickup. So yeah, that's a really cool car. And I'm really glad I added it to the collection. Next up is a regular, it's a treasure hunt from the set. It is a Mercedes-Benz Unimog U1300 in gold. Pretty cool. I found the trace. It's a pretty cool little casting. Rims are okay. The gold, it's alright. Not too bad. Not my favorite version of this one, but it's not too bad of a casting. Paint scheme. It's pretty cool looking. I like the way the car looks with that shiny gold to it. So yeah, that's a pretty nice little addition. Nice little car, so that's awesome. And last up, new Johnny Lightning. It is the Pontiac 1973 Pontiac Grand Am. Really cool car. Love the way it looks. So yeah, this is a pretty cool car. Wheels are pretty good on it. Paint skin's pretty cool. I like the rear end and the front end, full decal. I like those rims a lot. This is a really cool looking car. This Grand Am is, so yeah, that's a pretty cool little Pontiac to add to the collection. So yeah, pretty cool little Johnny Lightning, can't complain. It's a pretty nice car. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's all I found this week. Pretty good haul, can't complain, some cool cars, and thanks again for the support on the channel, and yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. For more videos like this, please like, subscribe, notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll talk to you guys next time. And again, thanks for the support for this channel, and see you guys in the next video.